Hey y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube. I'm coming to you to do an update on my birth control device. So I want to disclaimer this by if the word period, menstrual, vagina scare you in any way, hit the back button. So without further ado, this is my 2 year update on my birth control, the nexplanon, which I say, but some of you have corrected me for my old videos. It's nexplanon, but I'm from Texas and my doctor said it that way, so it's kind of stuck with me. So anyways, without further ado, my update. So it has worked for the most part. All parts. Well, I haven't got pregnant in 2 years, so it's done its job despite, and I haven't had any like really bad side effects from it. But I will say I do have a drawback, which one person has reached out to me and said that this happened to them too. So my menstrual cycle used to like come like clockwork. I can put it on the calendar. I knew exactly when. Like I didn't tell by my symptoms. I knew by the date on the calendar, and that's how regular that it was. But this is it's not as regular. I have to more tell by how my body feels, and it does make something strange happen. So this is what it is. Before, if you watched my previous update, you kind of know I wouldn't get my period for like 2 months. No, not at all at first. While I was breastfeeding my son, I didn't have a cycle at all. And then one started, but it was like every 2 months at about a year and a half. And then it would last for like um, a week and a half, 2 weeks sometimes, when it used to only last 4 days on the pill option or on no option. So that's a drawback. And secondly, now, like, because I pay attention to my body and I encourage all women to really pay attention. Um, I feel the symptoms, but it does something weird. Like, I'll not have a cycle for like a month and a half, and then it will come and it will be like for 4 or 5 days and then stop for a few days, like literally like 3 days. So I'm thinking, oh, it's over. And then day four, and then on day five, I would like start like a new cycle again. Like I'm having two instead of just the one. And it'll do that a month and a half, and then that'll happen 2 months, and then that will happen. So that's kind of like the standpoint that I'm at now. So it's a little harder to predict not when it's gonna come, because that's still pretty predictable, but how long it's gonna be and if it's gonna show right back up again right after that. So um, that can affect a lot. That can affect your sex life. That can affect your work life. Because if you're thinking, hey, girl, it's over, and then you're at work and you don't have anything with you, and you like start your period, and it's kind of inconvenient. But I just finished having my cycle about 3 days ago, so I'm gonna see if like it's gonna do that again now, and start in a couple of days, or if I'm gonna go another month and then have the 2 weeks like that it used to happen. Not with 2 weeks, that sounds really bad, but like a week and a few days. But that is really it. I still haven't had any of like excessive or heavy bleeding, or I haven't been having the lethargic and feeling sick or nothing. Anytime I've gotten sick, it's because I know like my kid has brought home a cold, and that's how I got sick, because it's like literally right after they come home with it. So um, I don't think it's impeded my immune system anyway, like some people have been saying. But really, those are the only drawbacks that I've had. Like I said, I'll deal with that side effect for still like now at year two, not being pregnant again. And I would just like to say, like I always say in my videos, you search for birth control that is right for you. Really research and educate yourself. So that's why I put this video out, because I didn't see anybody who are at the 3-year mark or at a year mark, and I wanted to know what that was like. I wanted to share different experience because it's a lot of different things to your body, and a lot of women are different. So what happens to me isn't always going to happen to you, and what happens to you isn't always going to happen to me. But I like to have the information, because if enough bad stuff has happened to a lot of people, you don't want to do that. If enough good stuff has happened and people still like are able to family plan, if that's for them, then that's a birth control I would be interested in. So if you like this video, please thumbs up, please subscribe. If you want to see my 3-year mark when it comes, I will record that. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thank you for watching so much.